Brew, baby, brew. Brew an inferno. What? We're going to St. Louis, and we're like 6 hours and 40 minutes away. Why are we going to St. Louis? Well, our first stop's gonna be Six Flags over St. Louis, which that's not the reason we're going. That's just us leaving early and doing something. But the reason why we're going is because it's a baby's 1-year birthday.
Baby Stella.
Baby Stella. Our friends Andy and Lauren, their daughter turns 1 today, and we're going to say hey, and I think we're gonna stay 3 days. Alright, there's something that a lot of people don't know, but there's a Taylor Swift song called Shake It Off. People's been celebrating it. It's been a happy thing. Kids sing it. Well, the truth has come out what the song is actually about. Taylor Swift walked in on her dad masturbating, and the whole song's about that. Alright, we're stopping to get coffee, to refuel, to dump out liquids and replenish with caffeine liquids. We're at a Pilot. We are, how far? We are 2.5 hours away. So I guess we're 2/3 of the way through the journey. And yeah, it's going great. I got a little hour nap in because I was exhausted. I'd been up like all night long, so I think everything's going well.
Why are you wearing my bra? I don't like to drive with a bra on. That doesn't mean you get to wear it.
So close to the destination, but yet so far away. Finally, we're 7 miles away from our exit at Six Flags over St. Louis. It's been like, it's 5:30 pretty much. We'll get there like 5:30. We left at, what time was it we left?
10, let's just say 10.
10. That's like over my comfort limit on being in a car. Like 5.5 hours to the beach. That's how long it takes us from North Alabama where we live. That's okay, and that's pushing my comfort level. Anything over that, period, I'm squirmy, and I just can't stand sitting for that long. But we're almost here. It looks like a nice hotel for the picture, so we'll go comb over that and figure that out, and we'll see how the rooms are. If you ever want to come to Six Flags over St. Louis, you'll find out about the Holiday Inn that's kind of right there outside of Six Flags. You can actually, it's an 8-minute walk, or they have a free shuttle that you can take to the park, which will save you 22 bucks, I think it is, on parking, so that's a good thing in itself. And I think you can get a discount for your Six Flags tickets if you stay at the Holiday Inn. Also, but if you know somebody that works for Boeing, they can purchase a Six Flags ticket for you for cheap. And also, we got the Platinum Pass as well, and that was like twice the price of the ticket for admission per person, twice the price, because we're only doing this for 1 day, probably never be back again. So we're like, hey, let's get to the front of the ride, and we can also ride the ride twice as well without having to get off. I think with the Platinum you can ride a ride twice, and you just move right to the front of the line, no wait. So we should be able to knock out the entire park 1 day, ride our favorite stuff over and over again, really get our money's worth out of it in 1 day. That's the goal. There's the park, and there's the hotel, and we can just walk from there to right there if we wanted to. It's not bad, and that's a pretty looking hotel. Huh? You own it! Heck yeah, it's kind of got that old English look, right? Is that a look? Old English? It's pretty cool.
Need a parking pass.
Well, let's just park it and go drop the kids off at the pool. This place is pretty damn old. It's they give you a little short history on the place. It's almost 200 years old. You can see the original look to it there, which they've added on. It's pretty massive. It's got a neat little entertainment pool area in the middle. I'll go get some footage of that later, but it's like 2 hot tubs, a big bean looking pool. I think it was 2 or 3 restaurants, a little bar, and the workout area is kind of weird. It's on top of a rooftop inside that middle area, overlooking the pool and everything, so you can see just and hear everybody that's up there working out or whatever. But yeah, it's on 65 acres and over 200 years old. It's kind of neat. But here's a map of the place there, as you can see that, and we're 319. And the cool part about this is you can drive just right here. We're parked like right there, but there's a hallway in here which you got an entrance to from the inside, and there's another entrance from the outside, so you can park right up to your room, and you have 2 entrances and exits. What? 2 entrances and exits. Yes, I said that correctly that time. No matter where you go, there's always products that need reviewing. This is one here that's not going to be a standalone. It's going to be in with stuff like this, but this is a Nicole Miller bag. You can get these in abundance, or you used to, at Tuesday Morning. If you don't know what that is, just look one up. There's probably one in your area. But I want to show you the significance of this bag. There's a lot of bags like this around, but this one folds out, so it's like a toiletry bag. This is like bathroom geared, and it's a roll around, really long handle. It goes up, very well made, smooth on the zipper, ladies. So here's the front door, goes to the parking lot, swoop around, back door goes to the aisleway and the elevator, which will lead down to the pool party area. Now this room isn't much, but who cares? Because you're only here to do one thing: Six Flags and consume alcohol and maybe swim. We're going to Schnucks to get adult beverages. One thing to note, when you walk out of a hotel room holding this, you see that? That guy, sorta? You can kind of see that? It looks super odd. You know when something dawns on you and you're like, holy crap. We were walking in and I was like, I love how you can just pull right up like a motel. And I was like, motel, hotel, Holiday Inn. I was like, holy crap, because this is a Holiday Inn. It's a motel and a hotel all in one, because you got 2 entrances and exits or whatever. I just blew my mind. Grocery store haul ended up being a good one. We got 6 bottles, 10% off, all on clearance. 3 chilled, I think. Chilling one here. About to open this one here. Pre-white brushing. Very hard to find since Listerine stopped making it. They had 2 bottles of their own brand. And for food, trying a local food, there's 94 of these in St. Louis alone, I think it was. Local pizza. What's in my bag every time I travel? This is a big thing with a lot of people that I'm finding on YouTube, so I was like, why not? Let's go over what I carry with me every time I go out. And yeah, in this bag alone, there's external battery up in here for charging stuff. And first off, this is a Timbuktu bag. They're awesome, very well made, and I love my messenger bags. This is a case full of the GoPro gear and the little floaty camera things attached to that. So all my gear is in that. This has to do with a belt loop attachment for my camera, which I'll get to that. That's a different bag. This is lined up with external batteries, paperwork for stuff, and then it's kind of empty. It's kind of void. Let's see. This HTC Re is for live streaming on YouTube, so I can do 20-minute intervals of straight live streaming anywhere on location I want to with this. So that's there. I may end up carrying that Six Flags tomorrow, possibly. Live streaming a roller coaster. Another external battery here. Obviously, I'm obsessed with those. In the back is HDMI cables, and that's to support an Amazon Fire box that I carry for hotel rooms, so I can watch Netflix, Amazon On Demand, all that good stuff. A plethora of microfiber rags to clean lenses. Cables are in here, cable management for charging. Pelican case for SD cards, they're all in there. The selfie stick for the cell phone in case I want to film something or take a picture with that. Those things are apparently still in. On the side here, attached, is Beme headphones. The M100s are in here. They dangle off the side of the case. And that's it for this case. The other case is over here. This comes with me all the time in this awesome, I think this is a $10 million bag or something. But anyway, this is very awesome. Little camera case. And here's the D3300, I think it is, Nikon. Got Sigma lens. I forgot what's in there, but that's kind of like my carry around for just photos and stuff. And right back over here again. And here is also the Microsoft Pro and cables and stuff for charging that. That's pretty much what I carry for sure, given all the time. And of course this camera here, which you can see, it's hard to see. This is a Panasonic. What's the model number? Looking around, I'll find it at some point. It's the HC-V750. This works great. This little hand grip here. I've used these forever for holding cameras and stuff. I've got various sizes of these. These open up and I can attach this to anything or use it just a standard tripod if I wanted to. This articulates, the screen does back forward so I can see myself if I need to. This is something I added to keep the sun off of it, and it stays out of frame due to step-up rings. It's wide frame. I like everything about this camera for vlogging. Its stabilizer works okay, but I leave it off. I played with it a little bit in early vlogs. I decided to leave it off. It's only do 1080p, 60 frames per second, but it does a good job at it, I think. Normally one thing that I do bring, which I didn't this time, is the DJI Osmo. I just didn't feel like it was a need for it. There wasn't any one thing in particular I could use it for, like one event or one thing that gives good stabilization with some background music, which go check out the Rock City video I did. I used that. That was solely the DJI Osmo at work, and that's fabulous. That was absolutely fabulous. But yeah, that's what I carry with me every time I go. It's a little arsenal, but it's a perfect thing to have. You never know when you're going to need those things. Look how creepy and endless these halls are. Creepy. Who is this? That's cool, right?
Yeah.
There's one restaurant, the second one's there, and then the bar's there. I'm not gonna film the pool because kids are in there. And then the arcade is here. That's pretty cool, right? And it continues on around over there, and I think there's some pool tables out the end. And then the gym's right up there, overlooking the pool. And then there's freaking putt-putt, right? And a shuffleboard. This is like the ultimate retirement home. And that, and this. One of the great things that we noticed while we were down there in the arcade section is that everything was fairly priced. It's cheap. Normally what I like to do is scan everything with a detection light for ooey gooeys. And this room has turned out great. Like, what you normally get is stuff like like that. I don't know if you can see that in the floor or not. But that's nothing bad. I've been in a lot worse where it was stuff all over this, handles, everything. Floor looks great, handles look great. The floor looks great. There's nothing that bad. There's like some specklies here, but that's probably just cleaning products. Nothing bad. It's good stuff.